Alright, so this is Christian from Northeast 360. I got two little campsite products that we're going to start a fire with. So we have Duraflame fire cubes and tumbleweeds. We're going to see if it will take a ferrocerium rod strike and see if that will light them up. So first thing in any fire is, we had a fire last night, so you just check and see if you have any hot coals. If you have some hot coals, you can blow them out, get them to spark back up. But one of the fires I like, especially for cooking, is a pallet fire because it kind of self feeds itself. That's going to be our base for our little tumbleweeds. So you start it just like that as a pallet. And you take your larger logs and put them on either side. Now, ideally, you'd go one more up, but we're out of logs. We burnt most of them last night. So we got plenty of kindling. I'm going to build it up with just the kindling. Use it all up anyways. Hold on, get some more. Lobo in the background.
Yeah.
Well, he's having a freaky shit. So, these tumbleweeds, they're pretty cool. They got like some kind of wax on them. It's supposed to make it quick lighting, but like in anything, if you're going to use like a ferrocerium rod, you're going to want to break it open, make a nest of your material to catch your sparks. So I'm going to use two because I'm cold. Kids are cold.
Yeah.
I did the whole sacrifice thing last night. Made sure everybody was warm, and I bundled up and stayed cold. So we got our nice little stuff in there. Now let's see if it will strike.
Well, would you want to go to bed?
Love this knife to death, but the only issue I have with it is because of the style. I gotta actually make a little flattened out sharp edge just to run my ferrocerium rod. That's going to happen. So seem like it's taking the ferrocerium rod. So we now know that. But I always keep lighters and stuff like that. This is more of a
fun kind of thing.
Fun time.
It's like a fun challenge.
Yep, pretty much. I'll do a video on my fire kit anyways. But this is just some store-bought bullshit. I wanted to see if it would work. So, the tumbleweeds don't take a striker. Let's see what these fire cubes do. I'm gonna leave the tumbleweeds in there. Let's see if that'll take the striker. If not, we have lighters, we have stormproof matches, we have all the accoutrements. So that's a negatory as well.
Well, it started
It tried,
to go a
but
little.
it's just not enough material to burn. Now, this stuff is just that. It's great for your campfire because with a lighter, that's it. That's all you need. That stuff lights fast, burns hot, as you can see. And that answers the question. Can you ferrocerium rod Duraflame or tumbleweeds? I think the Duraflame, if I just kept at it, would have gone. But the tumbleweeds, no. You're going to need something else. They burn, they work well, they're one match, but they're not a ferrocerium rod.
So,
So, this is the second half of the video. Fire starting techniques. One of the biggest thing is having a good knife. Good knife can save your life. Biggest thing in fire making is preparation. Earlier I showed two different methods that you can buy from the store. They're the blase thing. You throw a match in and it's a one match fire and it starts up. We showed those two things earlier, but proper preparation and very limited things, you can still get a fire going. Whether it's feathering a stick, making tiny bundles, you can get it going with a ferrocerium rod. My favorite is cotton ball. Soaked with Vaseline cotton ball, because you can take your ferrocerium rod and it strikes right up. Get the ferrocerium rod to work. Three strikes. You already got a small fire going. The biggest thing next is to feed that fire. Pull one block off. We're going to feed that fire. Small twigs. Get it going. Allow it to light up. As you can see, when the smaller they are, the faster they light. Get yourself a good base. And then you're going to slowly add to that base. I like the pallet way of doing it. I'll put one board on the bottom, because if you have wet ground, it's easier if it's not wet. So you build your pallet, and some people call them self-feeding as well. They just collapse on themselves. There's Lobo again, losing his mind. You don't want to feed a fire too fast either. Let it burn, let it catch. It needs oxygen and fuel. That's it. Other things to mention: can I light a fire and start a fire? Sure, with just a lighter. Absolutely. I like these Cigar Lighters. They light best, and it's already going. regular matches, they're great, but they're not weatherproof. You get these wet and they're toast. Their strikers are toast. You can light a fire with. If you want to keep these for a longer period of time and use them in wetter climates, you can dip these in a little paraffin wax and they will be waterproof. They will not be windproof. For that, you need something like this. And when these things go off, they're like a small bonfire torch. I'm gonna light one off for you, just so you understand. You get them at Walmart. These are windproof matches. These are windproof matches. They give you a bunch of matches, extra strikers, and then there's a striker on the box. You ready? They're real bright, real quick. You can dip them in water. They won't go out, but they burn at a very fast and high rate. They will get a fire going fast. All right. This is what you see in a lot of lifeboats. But once they're out, they're out. All right. So you want to get that fire going quickly. They will light a fire in the rain. That's why I like Vaseline cotton balls. They get a little damp, they get a little wet. It doesn't matter. You can even do the 2020 special, Purell. I'm gonna focus in on the board real quick. If I drop a little Purell, it's gonna light right up. That Purell will catch, you can get a fire going. Most people already have Purell on them. And a good old trusty lighter. Ferrocerium rod needs practice, as you saw. A lot of practice, but also I've really eaten up my ferrocerium rod. It's probably time to make a new one. You want a fine material, small twigs with a ferrocerium rod, or some dry high grass, something of that sort that really catch the embers and go. These are a few of the things that I keep in my fire kit, like our stormproof matches, my fire steel, which is up next. It's an upgraded model on Amazon. I'll leave links for all of these products. These are the type of lighters I use that I put on in all of my kits, in all of my bags. This is SOL gear. This is their fire kit. It's a lot like cotton balls and Vaseline. Another excellent fire starter from Yuko. It's got a good grip and handle. And this is Blackbeard. It is one of the best fire starters I've ever used for emergencies. Back to the video. But once we're at this stage, we can feed in bigger pieces into our fire. But see how I'm stacking them up in a crisscross fashion. I want to still allow air underneath it. What people don't realize is air and fuel. Fuel and air. You do not have a fire without either. Okay? We're going to let that light up. Once we get a decent amount going of heat, then we'll add another set of logs. We'll add a log in the middle. And once that all catches, you're good to go. I'm going to add 2 pieces on the sides. As long as you have an air gap. What do we have now? Smoke. You need that air. You need the air. You need the air. It needs oxygen to burn. If you plug out your oxygen, and that's what people do with the TP, it collapses upon itself. It goes out. Pallet fire, self-feeding. Also, you can rest a pot on top of this. Get your food cooking, your freeze-dried food. Did a video on it. Take a look at it. So that concludes our one match fire, ferrocerium rod striker fire video. Hope you guys liked it. I had to switch to the Galaxy Note 9 because once again the GoPro had its problems. It's Christian from Northeast 360. Keep moving forward.